aye, very passable, that very passable piece of risotto, aye.
Nothing like a good glass of Chateau de Chasse, eh, Madison?
You're right there, Dylan.
Who would have thought a few years ago we'd all met here and been drinking Chateau de Chateaulet?
In them days, we was lucky to find a bottle of water on store shelf.
Without flavour.
Or water, or a bottle.
But it was only going to last month. You could shop again, assuming you're willing to leave your house.
We didn't leave. We didn't leave for 3 months.
You lived on the edge. We were inside for a year.
But you know, we were happy in those days, though we never saw the daylight.
Aye, because we never saw it. My old dad used to say to me, sunshine doesn't give you happiness.
He was right.
Aye, he was.
I was happier just scrolling through Facebook. And I had nothing. Well, except what we looked online, of course.
We tried that, but we had to leave it outside for 3 days. And then wipe everything down with Clorox. Wipes and throw out the cardboard wearing rubber gloves.
My God, there was so much cardboard. We even wiped the junk mail before throwing it out.
Aye.
How did you manage to get Clorox wipes?
Traded for some TP.
TP?
The precious.
Oh, toilet paper.
Yes, toilet paper. Hard to get any to spare. I got bundled, but only by winning a bet in a Zoom party.
Oh, I remember the Zoom parties. Actual human contact.
Aye.
Sort of.
I graduate Zoom and Facebook. All it would show me is my memories of what it was like to actually travel to places 3 years ago.
Oh, well, I had to travel for work once. Took ivermectin and used tape to seal the first mask on face. Under second mask.
I got a space helmet, but they made me wear a mask underneath, as it wasn't approved.
Oh, you were lucky. I had a mask over my space helmet. And then when we got home, we would take off all our clothes and put them in hazmat bag to burn later.
Luxury. We left our clothes outside and they got infested with murder hornets.
We would have liked those hornets. Something to watch out the window after I got to the end of Netflix.
I never got to the end. Too busy watching sourdough instructions on YouTube. But I also got to go out for walks.
Walks? Yes, eventually let us out. Actually met some of my neighbours for the first time.
Well, met is too strong a word. Waved at them passing on the sidewalk.
How did you get close enough to see them on the sidewalk? Every time I met somebody, we'd dance about and would step on the street and get run over in traffic.
Well, of course, not during the riots and protests.
Oh, no, not that. We forgot there was virus then for a while. We finally realized that Black Lives Matter.
Unless they got COVID.
But at least we finally got time to ourselves. Finally the time to organize our houses, write great novels, start something new.
Yeah, turned out having time wasn't the actual issue.
Too much time in lines pretending to stand 6 feet apart.
2 meters.
One hockey stick.
You know, you were lucky to be able to have traffic to step out into. Our streets had no cars, nowhere to go. Well, at least until the vaccine.
So many events got cancelled. But no worries. They just postponed them to the fall.
Such innocent times.
The events got postponed to next year, but at least Trump finally lost.
What do you mean? We know he won.
Aye, well, that's when they had that little insurrection down in Washington, huh?
None of them was wearing a mask.
No.
And then the Second American Civil War.
Well, that didn't happen right away. Things did cheer up a bit with the vaccine first.
Oh, yes, the vaccine. I reloaded webpage so many times trying to get shot.
You had it easy. I was in the USA, tried 1,000 times to get an appointment for J&J.
Oh.
I felt lucky to have it, until everybody bragged about the Moderna, the Pfizer.
At least you didn't get AstraZeneca. Felt like a pariah. Nobody would talk to me once they let us out.
But then it seemed it could be better. They scheduled meetings and events again.
Oh, maybe for you, maybe better, yeah. Then Delta came.
The airline?
Nobody was crazy enough to fly on a plane. The airline didn't like the name much.
More than Corona beer liked it.
Delta was before the boosters. I had to lie. I'm sorry, they couldn't make up their minds.
Oh, I dreamed of getting a booster. I had to lie to get one.
At least you could lie and get one. They held off until 2022, where I was.
Oh.
Just in time to postpone more conferences and reunions.
Reunions.
Omicron.
Ah, well, on the bright side, it's helped me in my math. Learning more of the Greek letters.
Ah, the bright side. Still, it wasn't as likely to kill you.
Everything opened up anyway.
Nothing in the science to prompt that, but haven't we all done enough?
Well, we all said, absent of war, things are finally going back to normal.
The new normal.
Absent of war.
And you try and tell that to the young people of today, and they won't believe you.
They won't. Of course, those were the happy days, compared to what come next.
Aye.
Dylan, you're on mute.
Omega variant wave.
Aye, that mute thing still happens no matter how many years we've been doing like this and meeting, doesn't it?
Same Zoom room next year.
See you later.
Why do I have to keep pushing leave twice?